And meantime, this week has been filled with major headlines in the U.S. and around the world. One America's Rachel Acenas takes us through the top stories in our weekend review.
The week begins in Portland, which nears 100 consecutive days of violence. Also on Monday,
the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Justice are announcing a joint operations center to investigate the violent left-wing civil unrest.
Plus,
an uproar erupts on Twitter after the CDC is accused of modifying its death statistics for COVID-19, but the agency says that it was the victim of a fraudulent tweet itself.
Tuesday, President Trump visits Kenosha, Wisconsin following the shooting of Jacob Blake. Meanwhile, the Army launches a probe into Fort Hood's chain of command following the murder of Specialist Vanessa Guillen. Midweek in San Francisco, a visit to a shut-down hair salon lands House Speaker Nancy Pelosi in hot water.
I take responsibility for trusting the word of a neighborhood salon that I've been to over the years many times, and that when they said, well, we're able to accommodate people one person at a time, and that we can set up that time, I trusted that.
Thursday, Joe Biden visits Kenosha and meets with the Blake family while speaking with Jacob Blake over the phone. Meanwhile, in New York
City Mayor Bill de Blasio responds to a memo by President Trump seeking to cut funding to the city. During a news conference today, de Blasio said the president's threatening to take federal funding away from the city while it's still in the grips of a crisis.
Plus, the prime suspect reportedly linked to the deadly shooting in Portland is killed by federal law enforcement. Finally, on Friday,
No, it was a fake story written by a magazine that was probably not going to be around much longer.
President Trump denies claims made in The Atlantic, alleging he disrespected fallen and wounded service members. And the president oversees the signing of an agreement normalizing economic relations between Serbia and Kosovo. Plus,
Wall Street rallies amid a better-than-expected jobs report. Major indices opened mixed this morning after the Labor Department reported the U.S. added 1.37 million jobs to the economy in August.
And finally, boaters across the country hit the water for pro-Trump boat parade set for Labor Day weekend. Rachel Acenas, One American News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.